Hi guys, thank you so much for waiting for me. I really appreciate you so much. I just wanted to do quick stream about how the 2022 have looked like for Polish Agnes and for all my subscribers and for all my moderators, and also what are we really planning for 2023. It's been a pleasure really hosting you guys in my channel for this whole entire time. As you all know, I have started streaming in Hagerstown. Um, Not even the first weekend of Hagerstown of the People's Convoy. I kind of waited. It was really hard for me to find an information on where I'm supposed to go, where is my accommodations are going to be, are we going to Washington D.C., are we staying in Hagerstown, or what is it going to be? Do we need gas cans? What do we need? We need like flashlights, we need food. What are we doing here? So my stream has really have started and taken off a week after the Hagerstown started, and I have only been there for 3 days. I have met so many people that were just literally able to talk to me and have um, tell me all their stories. And then I sat at home for a whole no, I sat at home for 5 days. And Friday night I took off again for Hagerstown, and that's how I stayed there for 10 days and made awesome friends. Till today, I am in touch with all these people, which is amazing. And then I have not even expected. I have not expected this whole entire year to bring me to this like literally freedom journey. It's a freedom journey. It's a journey that, I mean, this whole entire 10 months was about freedom. It's about, getting this country back on a track, rescuing this country from where we are. And I miss it. Like, I need some kind of People's Convoy 2.0 or something like that. I'm so anxious to like still keep on going all these freedom fighting battles or whatever you want to call them. I really don't know. And whoever is here, thank you so much for supporting my channel. And if you ever have donated to me in 2022, I really do appreciate you guys so much. It meant a lot to me, although the donations were really a tiny percentage to what I have spent into going on this journey, freedom journey. The hotels, the driving. I mean, it's been a lot. It has been a lot, and I kind of want to invite anyone who kind of want to talk to me about what have the last year 2022 was really about. What did it meant for you guys? How did you even find about the freedom fighting? How did you really started on having the mandates? How did you even started on not liking the mandates? How did you wanted to improve this country? How, not everyone was fortunate enough to travel like I did. I have counted and I went on 26 rallies this whole entire year. 26, 26 rallies. When I have counted all the time that I took off from work, it's way over 2.5 months, honestly. And I have never taken, ever in my life, have I never taken so much time off from work. Ever. Ever. Like 2 weeks was probably the most. 3 weeks. One time I remember when I got my no, I'm sorry. When I squared up my green card and whatnot, I have gone to Poland for 3 weeks, and that was the longest vacation I ever had while being here in the United States. Well, actually, ever since I started working when I was 16. So this whole entire year, this whole entire freedom journey, I mean, the travel was just, I mean, and it still is because I haven't really stopped, honestly, traveling. The last convoy I did was in Branson, which was the Convoy of Honor for Veterans, and I spent 10 or 12 days there. I can't even remember now how many days it was, but man, I mean, if you can you ever tell whoever else, did you ever know or meet a person that would stand up as much as I do? Because I tried to actually give back and ask myself the question, do I really know someone who is as political as wanting to change something and have traveled so much and been boots on the grounds? And I have never actually asked you guys for anything, honestly. Is there anyone else who scores more than I do that you know? And the funniest thing is that I wasn't even born here. I just love this country, and I hate to see this country burn. Um, and sometimes when I don't get credit for everything that I do, it makes me a little upset that kind of people like to talk shit about you and never give you credit and never appreciate you for anything that you do. I have been recently traveling to Florida. Most of you guys don't even probably know my Facebook. But if we can post my Facebook profile in the chat, I'm willing, and I'm happy to have you guys as my friends. I have been traveling, and from Bradley International Airport in Connecticut to Tampa, Florida, I have been wearing a hat that said Biden hat. This is the most likes I have ever gotten on a picture on Facebook. And I was just a little shocked because it basically reached around 300, which in the whole entire career in Facebook in 15 years, I have not gotten, I was like close to 100, but this one got like 300 likes. And then all of a sudden, one time I have took on the conversation with a lady, and I have said to her that thanks to the people like you, we have shitty life. And she goes like, you have no integrity, and she said it to me that I have no integrity, right? And she said she doesn't have a shitty life. Perhaps because she's not selfish. Well, when have you seen Polish Agnes being ever selfish to anyone? Of course, that has never happened. And then after that comment, I have gotten like my picture slammed with the leftist comments. And I was like, huh. So I reevaluated, and I was like, wow. So actually, if you're a leftist, you always have to be this nasty person, because otherwise you have no leverage. And when have you seen me being ever nasty to anybody? I have never, ever one time came across rude or talked bad about anybody. With all the views that I have and whatnot, there was never ever a fight. And I will tell you what my feelings about a lot of things are, but I will never ever be nasty to you. So why do the leftists really have the need to like literally slam you? Is that the only thing that they have left at this point? Is that the only thing that are gonna rescue them from drowning? Like, what is it really? Because my picture got like literally slammed. It was, I believe, it was shared to multiple websites, and because it was public, so all of a sudden, all these comments like move in, and I'm just like, huh. So there is not even a way to have a conversation with a leftist at this point. There just isn't. And anyone who doesn't understand that our nation has been left to be slaughtered and murdered and all that, and makes fun out of it, this is one thing that I will just never, this will just never, I mean, like, I'm speechless. If you're a leftist and you don't recognize the fact that our soldiers have been left to literally be there to die, and you're making fun of it, I mean, is this really the country where I came from and I was looking for freedom? Is this what it is? I really don't know. It's making me upset that, of course, everyone is going to have a different type of view on things, but how are we not seeing an obvious things? How are we not vulnerable to what's going on? Tomorrow I'm going to have a stream probably about January 6th, and in Hartford, Connecticut, they are making a rally, you would say, and cops are going to be speaking and this and that and the other thing, and there's going to be a counter protest with signs and whatnot. I also have found out information that someone in Massachusetts have been protesting a center that is vaccinating kids. And a leftist has actually attacked a protester, and they have been charges filed. And I actually have a contact with this person, and I'm going to try to interview that person for you guys. I don't know how 2023 is going to unwind. I am just hoping it's not going to be worse than 2022. Because 2022 for me financially was pretty bad. Actually, believe it or not, I have spent a lot of money from my savings account. And I do not feel great here in Connecticut. I would love to move somewhere, and I've just been to Florida. Let me tell you, people are kind of brain dead in Florida, but the way how they go around mandates and the way how they act, I mean, there's just literally no one with the masks. They don't care. I mean, even in the hospital, I have visited a friend that was diagnosed with a kidney cancer stage 3. I went to Tampa General Hospital, and I just walked in there without a mask, without like even thinking about anything, knowing anything, like suspecting anything. Like, normally like you would go kind of about your life without actually going around about the mandates. And so she just asked me for my ID, and that was about it. And I was able to go upstairs. No masks, no one, literally no one. Not even the staff wear masks in Florida, Tampa General. I mean, is it possible? Yeah, it's possible. It's absolutely possible. So why can't we do that in the blue states? I mean, I just, I don't know. What is like 2023 it's going to bring? Is it going to be another fight about the mandates? Is it going to be a fight to have a honest election, or everyone is just tired of fighting? Is everyone tired of fighting? Am I tired of fighting? I don't know. I really don't know. I kind of um feel a little lonely here because um most of the time I'm just by myself with everything. Would I just wanted to quit and have a family? Would I just wanted to, proceed with my life? I would be so happy if I could get more accounts, more clients, make money like I did a couple of years ago or 3 years ago or whatnot, invest, and just go about my life like I used to did. I don't think life was so miserable like it is, even when Obama was in. I mean, now it's just a whole another level of being down, like being depressed. I mean, the depression level, I think, is just really on the high rise. Yeah, well, it's all about the control. Pocahontas, I totally agree. RF, our country is so divided. I just, listen, in the past, I just never cared what my friends on what side of the fence they were. Like, I didn't care what their political views were. I just was always able to um square up kind of with them because we could have something else in common except the political views. And now it's only all about the political views at this point. Any friends, any people, anyone who I ever come across, it's like, first thing, are you vaccinated? And second thing, are you a Republican? And then, afterwards, I may be friends with you, I may be not. Because if you're on the opposition, it's just kind of already giving me the wrong vibe. And so I don't know if we can ever get back to not being political. Can we ever go back to being not political and love each other for who we are really in life? Or is this just always going to be, are you vaccinated? Are you a Republican? Are you a Democrat? What do you think about this? And what do you think about that? I mean, 2022, 2020 was bad enough. Not as bad. 2021 was a little worse, not as bad for me. 2022 was the worst. Even though I went and met all these amazing people, everyone who is fighting for freedom and understands what communism really is and understands that communism is really moving into this country. I don't understand. Like, all of a sudden, 2022 has brought this division. We have been divided a little bit, but not as much. And 2022 has just, I can't even, listen, I have lost most of my friends that I have for 10, 12, 15 years because of this whole vaccination thing and because of them not understanding my journey. And they have never supported me. There's not really a lot of people that supports what I'm doing, which is making me feel kind of strange. Because if you're in this country, why wouldn't you support this country to be better? I don't know, guys. I mean, what do you think? What do you think of 2022? I mean, it's been a lot. It has been a lot. So early March to the very end of this year, my journey was literally all about being free, all about the rallies, all about trying to prove something in life, all about having people around that are like-minded, educating people on what we should do in life, how we should stand up and whatnot. I mean, was it worth it? Do you guys think, was it worth it? Was it worth it? Honestly, I am proud of myself. Since I came to the United States, I have always been proud of myself. But 2022 is a whole another level of being proud. Of being proud of who I am, of being proud what I accomplished, which maybe is not a financial accomplishment. It's awareness accomplishment, really honestly. I mean, the amount of people I have met and the amount of people that have stand up and wanting to do something, and people that are just so dedicated and loving this country, it was worth every penny that I have spent. Every single penny. And every person, no matter how the relationship with them have ended or if it's still going or not going, it was all worth it. It was all worth it because you know what? I would have been just this woman that would just be tied to my work, tied to relationships. I probably would have kids by now and be a housewife and just, I would probably never go ever on this whole freedom thing. I mean, who can just take off today without worrying about anything at this point and just literally drive and be free? I sort of have this ability, although I still kind of have to work because I really don't want to disappoint my clients a lot. But I don't think there's many people who can just take off and don't worry and be kind of there, and provide you with the content and, be adamant about what their goals in life are. Like, what are the goals here? The goals are to be free, right? The goals are to have this country be better. The goals are to have the economy be better. The goals are not to have so many mandates. And you know what? I actually do believe that I'm a hero in this whole entire thing. You know why? Because I was not afraid to stand up to the vaccine. And if you didn't have more people like me and more people like you who didn't get vaccinated and who decided not to be like, oh yeah, no problem, here you go, I think thanks to us, some of the mandates kind of got dropped. Some of the traveling got lessened. I think that some of the companies dropped, having their employees being vaccinated and whatnot because of people like you and of people like me. I said, I will die. I will die before I will get vaccinated. There's just no way. And now my life is a lot more complicated because if I will ever get together with someone, I want them to be pure blood. I'm definitely living in the wrong state. When I came back from Florida and I was driving downtown my city, I literally had tears in my eyes and I was like, what the hell am I doing here? What am I doing here? I have never ever before Florida and Branson have not left my house so many times or for so long just because I didn't feel comfortable where I live. And last time that happened to me back in Poland, and now I'm reliving this here in the United States in Connecticut 15 years later, where literally every piece of my body is telling me you need to go, where life is going to be better for you, which is just going to be a state that is going to have less mandates. So now, I have already talked my piece. 2022 was amazing for me. I am proud of every single move, every single step, every single rally, every single camera stream I did for you guys. I'm like absolutely proud that I was able and I did it and I drove it and I spent the money on it. This has been something that is or may not ever happen again. You know, I mean, we're just in this kind of in this stress. But who knows, in a year or two, maybe we'll gain control and we'll be back to normal and everyone is going to go about their own normal life and whatnot. But so far, I have really loved meeting people that have had the same type of views that I do. Because these are not really easily to be found in Connecticut, to be quite honest with you. I'm going to open a panel. I have probably another hour or so to talk to you guys. And if anyone wants to come in and kind of, you know, reflect on 2022, you're more than welcome to come in and please talk. I kind of miss these panels a little bit. I miss talking to people. I miss someone who's kind of on the same page. Because every time I come to Connecticut, this is just not my place. So there's a link. In the chat, and if anyone wants to kind of join in, that will be great. Hi, Golden Renaissance, how are you? Good to see you. And everyone who's just joining in, this is a really kind of easy stream with Polish Agnes. A little bit of look back. It's a little bit of a look back on what we did in 2022. You guys have had an opportunity to meet Polish Agnes in 2022. Do I have any people here that are since the beginning with Polish Agnes? I like to hear, when did you guys actually subscribe to me? How did you guys even stayed with me? I mean, I usually have the same people watching my stuff, so I kind of want to listen to your story. I wanted to see, and I wanted to feel like you guys are like supporting me. Yeah, adorable. Hi. Man, I'm just listen, I just got an invitation from friends of mine to South Carolina for 3 weeks in April. They are living for some kind of a vacation, and they were like, "Hey, listen, do you want to come and kind of take care of our dogs and all that?" And I love South Carolina so much. I have been working on getting me some kind of a job, except the cleaning, so I can rely on and just literally move. I have been really working hard on that. So you guys may soon, in probably few months, see Polish Agnes moving somewhere else than here. And we got Ed on here. Hi, Ed.
How you doing?
We're here, and
Yeah, hold on a second here. Okay, we good now?
yes, we are good now.
Okay, cool. Sorry about that. I should know better.
That's all right.
Wow, I've got a huge delay.
You
Oh, it's because
do?
I'm looking. No, I was looking at the wrong screen. My bad.
All right, and we have Mr. Jeff as well.
Hey,
Please, no
Jeff.
fights.
Hey Ed, how you doing? Happy New Year, brother.
Happy New Year's to you, dude. No, we're not gonna fight. We just
No, no, no.
tussle
Yeah,
all the
oh,
time. That was just fun.
did
We,
want to hear
we had
something
to,
funny, Ed?
go ahead.
I made Agnes speechless the other day.
You made her puke.
Yes, you did.
I made her speechless.
Oh, speechless. Oh, okay.
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Before we even proceed and start or anything like that, before you guys are gonna start talking and whatnot, since I have a crowd here that I didn't even expect. Queenie, thank you so much for the super chat. Hello, pretty lady. Much love and freedom. I just wanted to tell you guys something because there have been a lot of controversy going on around my moderators. Hi, Moda.
Hey. Hi guys, good to see you.
Hey,
Let me just finish
Happy New
talking.
Year.
Happy New
You
Year to
too.
everyone just tuning in. I just wanted to say something that is going to be significant. I have a team of people that I really love. Everyone has helped me in a different way, and that goes to all my moderators that I'm talking about. And have I ever had a problem with some of my moderators? Have I ever had a little disappointments here and there? Yes. But we all have worked hard this whole entire year for the channel that we have and for the freedom that we have. And I'm just going to tell you guys right now, whoever is going to come at me with some kind of your moderators are bad, you this person, that person, and da 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 da, they need to pick up the phone and call me because I am going to go literally to the bottle for all my moderators that I have to this day. And I think I am the only person, the only streamer that you may know that knows the majority of my moderators in person. And I also am working to actually meet the rest of them in person as much as I can. So if anyone has any problem with anybody, thinks anything, thinks that someone is working for someone and the other person is doing that and the other person is doing that and the disgrace and all of that, needs to come and talk to me in person because my team is my team and it always be my team, and I am grateful and I appreciate every single person that have came into my chat and have been helpful and been moderating for me. We all know how my chat works, means if you are disrespectful to either me or people in the chat, you're going to be taken away. If you are cordial with everybody, and if you can speak freely and be respectful, you can stay in Polish Agnes's chat. So whoever has any kind of battles with anybody, right, except my chat, I'm only interested in my chat. That's what I'm interested. If you go elsewhere, talk to elsewhere, have battles elsewhere, fighting elsewhere, Polish Agnes doesn't care. Polish Agnes cares only what's going on in her chat. And once again, I have already thanked enough my moderators. I do love my channel. I do love what we're doing here. I do love you guys protected me for so long. I have gone through so many battles. I have gone through so many trolls, so many rallies. I think I'm the only person, you really do know, that have gone through 26 rallies this whole entire year. And all of my moderators not have only given me the ability to create an awesome chat, but they also have helped with every single auction I have. So thank you guys for that. I really appreciate it.
Awesome. Good speech.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, so
I had to
I-
show them. I
I
had
have
to.
one.
They're so adorable. I had to show them.
Well, you didn't take them
Let's
out
see.
of the wrapper?
Nope, they are being protected.
Oh, okay. Yes,
No.
Ed.
Those are my protections on my desk, both of them. My niece got the Christmas one and she loves it. My mom got the psychedelic one and she loves it.
I have to
So,
say that it's nice seeing you, Jeff.
Yeah, because of you,
Yeah.
Ed, I actually broke down to get a camera.
Yeah, there you go. Cool, man. You know, it's taken us a year to get to know each other.
Well, you kept pushing me is why the reason I went and
I
got the
know.
camera, Ed.
I know. That's okay. I mean, you pushed right back. That's the way it is.
It was all
We're
fun.
cool. We're cool.
We're all fun. It was all fun. Nothing was ever any harm.
Nah.
Yeah, it all came off, and here pretty soon it's going to come off again.
What's that?
I'm going to take it down from a beard to a goatee.
A what to a what? I don't
From
know what
a
that is.
beard to a
Oh,
goatee.
a beard. Okay, sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm going to cut right
Oh,
here
yeah.
and
You
whack it
change your
off.
look.
A goatee. Got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's just going to be
yeah,
the
I
mustache
just
and the
wanted to
goatee.
ask you guys, didn't we all like miss this kind of?
Yeah, a lot. I miss you all, guys. Like, seriously.
Right?
You know,
We
it took
have not gotten on the panel for a little
Yep.
bit.
right. It took a while for us all to kind of gel together because we're from different backgrounds, different time periods, different
Well,
everything.
Yeah.
Agnes
And
and Malda are from Poland,
I'm
and you and me
yeah.
have military background,
correct.
Oh, yeah.
and that's where things started clicking. And then we got
Yep.
Kimberly, who is the
Well,
love
she's
of
from
all
my
of it.
state. She's from my state.
Oh, there you
She's a
go.
Michigander.
She's in Michigan.
Right.
Yeah.
Now back to the story where I made Polish speechless. I was talking to her while she was down in Florida, and I sent her something and said, "Here you go. Hope it helps."
Yeah, I was really upset with, as you probably most of you know, that we did the Florida auction with the Bears, and most of my moderators actually participated in the auction. We raised the money. We sent the money to particular people, and 2 months later, I happened to be in Florida, and I asked if I could be the part of distributing the money. the people that we have sent with Elaine the money kind of acted like this money was kind of theirs, and like no one had the way to even like participate in it, like no one had say in it. And I got really, really upset about it because I worked really hard to make sure that auction was successful and make sure that we were able to deliver. And I was accused that I just kind of wanted to get in there for views, which I have never even mentioned that I wanted to like live stream. I just said, can I be a part of it? And the minute they left Florida, next day they decided that they were going to go with their mission 6 that we call it. And the minute I started talking about it, I have had people coming through in my Cash App. And Jeff Ellis actually was one of the people who have sent me a significant amount of money, as well as 3 other people, feeling bad that, I wasn't able to really deliver the goods. And so I have live streamed just a little bit because I really kind of was on a vacation. I didn't really plan on this. And thank you for the trusting me that I will or would deliver the money to where it needed to go. And let me tell you, from the money that I get, 3 people have been the lucky people that have received a little bit of help from Polish Agnes. And the last person that the money that went from Jeff was an older lady who gotten her roof really messed up, and her
Is that the one you were talking to that had the bucket?
What?
Was that the one you were talking to that had the bucket and as you were walking down the street?
No, that was the one that I sent you the private video, and I just filmed
okay.
the roof. She didn't want to be on the camera.
Yeah.
I just decided not to really go live. I kind of didn't really want to make the situation even worse and whatnot. You send me the money.
I heard that.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna give it to this lady. We were passing by her house, and she was kind of outside the house, so we stopped, and I talked to her for a couple minutes, and she said that the insurance that she has is going to cover 19,000 of her roof, but her entire roof needs to be replaced, which is $26,000. And also because of the hurricane, her heat during the 36 degrees weather didn't work, and she doesn't really know what was going on. And she also have lost her husband 2 years prior due to COVID.
Wow.
So my heart, of course, like, so I come up with the money you gave me, and I come up with extra money from my own pocket. And I just was like, listen, this is from the good people that, we care about you guys. And there's a lot that care about what happened in Florida. And I gave her the money. And,
guys, Aga, before, Jeff, let me say something. Before I forgot, Aga, I know you concentrate on, I know in Florida a lot happened, but you can help everyone. And I think, I couldn't even tell you, you trust too much people. Let's concentrate about for maybe, I don't know, 1 family or 2 families that you can go and give them the money so they can, receive some kind of help. Because like you said, you've been accused, which I thought is going to happen in the end of the road, because people, they don't trust people. It's like, okay, we gave you money, but I don't know where the money goes. I was even, I would even prefer to send you.
here's the thing: if it was me really doing all this, it wouldn't be a problem. But
Yeah.
I mean, so here it is. The mission has happened.
Mm-hmm.
It has happened in the last 2 days, and I kind of watched a little bit. Have I agreed with everything? Not really, but at least the money was spent where it needed to be spent and where I planned on really giving the money to. With my partner that I have, which is Elaine, that makes the bears. Will I ever trust anyone ever again? No, I will definitely not.
I
But
learned my lesson. I
to
learned my
my
lesson in
defense,
life.
I have met these people on the journey. We have stayed in contact this whole entire time. They have been for freedom. They have, I have no clue that this is going to turn out the way that it did.
Yeah.
And
Well,
that
you
they
have to
will,
have that thing in your mind always, always, to from the
well,
end, from the beginning to the end.
well, yeah, totally. But I also cannot. I mean, I can't do everything just
I
myself.
know. I
I
know. It's
could.
not even possible.
I would.
It's like when I sent it to you, Agnieszka, I told you, I fully trust you 100%. You will do the right thing with it.
Yeah.
And I did. I did.
Yes, you did. And
See, that's
that's how much
exactly,
faith
Jeff.
I
I
have in you.
trust. Yeah,
I've
I
been around it
trust
with you long enough to
Aga.
know I can trust you
Yeah.
to do what you say you're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I had no problem sending it. Granted, it made you speechless and you didn't know how to respond, but that was worth it. That was the fun part.
I mean, to be quite honest with you, I have talked to you before I left to Florida about my concerns.
Mm-hmm.
And I went there with pure intentions of really kind of getting this straightened
Making a
up,
mistake right.
because it has been 2 months,
Yeah, I know.
and I understand a
Mm-hmm.
lot of things happen, a lot of things going on. People have things to do, and this and that, and the other hand. And unfortunately, I have not been recognized, and I have watched the whole entire thing. Not one thing was ever mentioned about who raised the money.
I know.
And that makes me feel a little strange in a way. And I'm not, I mean, I've already gotten used to the fact that people don't appreciate me, people don't care about me, people just are going to shit on you and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Hello,
Yeah.
Brett.
but one word about, hey,
They should have
there's
said
this
something as to where it came from.
organization. Yeah, there's this organization, there are these ladies that are there, they were there for you
Give
guys.
credit where credit's due.
I mean, would it help me a ton if there was going to be more people that come to these auctions and wanting to help? Yeah, it would.
Well, but
You know?
give credit where credit's due.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we're already past the 2022 has ended. I have left all this that has
Yeah.
happened in
Yeah. Let it
2020.
go.
And trust me, I have tried resolving this in private.
Well,
We're here with you.
Well, we'll do it differently in the future. You pick a family, and that's who we help support.
Yeah. Exactly.
See, Agnes, we are with you, so don't feel alone. It's just that,
Yeah. Yeah.
we're lucky in one sense that we have this technology where we can actually, visit each other, albeit a computer screen, but
Yeah.
that's a
Amen.
lot better than a telephone, and it's a lot better than not ever meeting at all. So a bunch of us like-minded people, we had to sort it out over time and figure out who each other was, and the ones that we didn't want to be with and the ones we wanted to stick with, and we wanted to stick with you, Agnes. So
Yes.
there you go.
Yes.
And we know in
Absolutely.
the
Yes.
future, you and Elaine pick 1 or 2 families, and then we'll come together to help those 1 or 2 families.
Yeah.
And then we'll go on to the next ones,
I
one at a
think
time.
the way how I'm going to be doing things from now on from these auctions, because they have been pretty successful, and I really do appreciate you guys coming and getting these beers. I I I have never ever thought in a million years that I will ever be successful, doing this. And I
You build
am
it,
only
it will
doing
come.
it like from the bottom of my heart. Like there is a need to help people. Like I kind of want to distribute that love that I have and be able to do something with it. And same thing with Elaine. And you guys know that Elaine is spending 2 days to make one bear. For you to buy a bear for like whatever, 60 or 80 bucks, something like that. She spends more time that, what the bear is really worth in a real life. So we can go and do these things for anyone that we can kind of help. So now we're picking the charities or causes or events that are mostly for kids, because I feel like we should take care of kids a lot.
Yeah.
So the next one will be kids with cancer, which when you're an adult and you have a cancer, you kind of, you need to take care of yourself. But when we're speaking about a child, you guys, I don't know if you ever, any one of you ever you know, came through losing a child and whatnot. I think losing a child is one of the worst ever possible things that could ever happen to you.
Oh yeah.
So if I was going to help with anything, I think the next auction we will do will be for kids. And probably we'll move on with just mostly
Right
kids.
there, Agnes.
I mean,
That's one I lost.
yeah, yeah. Or if we need to help Florida again, I'm going to be the one who's going to be flying there and doing this on my own, because apparently just trusting others with the money is not the best,
Yeah.
And that's what the whole entire drama was about the last few days. And most of you probably heard or not, I'm not sure. But I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say is the fact that I'm really satisfied that we were able to watch Mission 6 happen, and we were able to watch the money being distributed the way where it needs to be distributed. I have just noticed that there was a little problem into finding people that needed help now, because it has been 3 months later. But anyways, I want to encourage you guys to come on our next auction that we will have, which will be February 3rd, and this one will be for Valentine's. So if you have the love of your life, if you have someone you need to like get proposed to, or you have a little baby girl or whatnot, these bears are just gonna come around only one time for this whole entire year. And then actually Jeff has suggested something to me, and I have already been trying to put that in works with Elaine. We will have bears that are going to go to veterans, and that probably going to be May, because May is some kind of a month that goes with, I think, veterans' wives or something like that. So we will have bears that will represent every single branch. And I'm just going to tell you guys, everything from now on, we will be doing and donating and trying to provide you the content. It will be only this person right here.
Can I address something real quick, Agnes?
Yeah.
Not with you, dear. Not with you. Savage Heart. Whatever is going on between Agnes and the Wyckoffs, will be handled between Agnes and the Whitecoffs, away from the screen, off stream, the way it should be handled. So don't worry about what's going on. They will handle it the right way, off screen. That's what it's going to be done.
I mean, it has already been handled because the mission has happened and the money was distributed, and I'm happy with that result. Waiting 2 months on the results was making me really worried if the results ever going to come. So
just addressing what they have said.
I'm this impatient type of a woman.
It's the foolish in you.
Well, it is. It is. I mean, 2 months.
Don't look at me like that, Maria. It's the foolish in you too to make you impatient.
I
have a dirty look.
I'm just gonna admit it right now. I'm just this extra, super, extremely impatient person that has to have everything right now. I had to wait 2 months. It was way too long. It was way too long for me. But anyways, looking at 2022, what do you guys think?
2023?
You be first, Ed. You tell me, what do you think about 2022?
This last year, it was an interesting year, very interesting. I learned a lot more about what's really going on in the world than I did any other time in my life, really. I think, life has its stages. There's, when I was in the military, it was all about what I was doing there. And when I was, working other jobs, it was what I was doing there. When I built that system, it was what I was doing there. And then when I retired, it took another turn. And now I'm here working part-time and just trying to get along and trying to, wake up the next day alive. So, when you get to be my age, that's not necessarily certain anymore. So
any day we can wake up is a good day.
Yeah. So, a lot of things happened this last year, but they all led to where we are right now. If they didn't happen the way they happened, I wouldn't have met all the people that I met. I wouldn't have done the things that I did. And I wouldn't have learned what I had learned. So, life is like that. I've had a lot of adventures in my life, and every one of them was worth living. And this process from, when everything started rolling down the road, and, it was 2 years after everything went to shit and everybody needed something, and that came along and we jumped on board and we all met each other. Like I had said before, I spent a couple days on the last trip to Hagerstown, and that's when I met a bunch of people that, some people like some of the people that I like, and some people don't like people that I like. And there's people I wasn't sure about that I learned to like, and there's people that I wasn't sure about that I learned not to like. So, it was a process of meeting a lot of new people. I think that's probably the biggest thing that happened this last year, was that I got an opportunity to meet a lot of people that I didn't have the opportunity to meet previously, and I lost 5 pounds.
Oh, speaking of which, who won that competition?
Well, we're still working on it. I'm 10 pounds away, though.
No. You guys are supposed to have a winner at the end of the year. Who won?
Yeah, right.
Well,
okay, Jeff, you tell us, what do you think about this year, 2022?
Ladies first.
No, you're next in the line.
First.
Yeah.
First.
All right. Well, so then
no.
Ladies first.
Come on, Jeff.
I'm
go
a gentleman. Ladies first.
Okay, so let's go to Wanda. Tell us, what do you think about 2022, what it means for you, and how the journey of 2022 really affected you?
What I can say, I tripped a lot, many times. I try really hard. Maybe, I'm not on the camera a lot. Like Agnes, she always didn't show what she's doing. I don't know. I just hope that 2023 is going to be better. I have a lot of goals for this year what I want to change. I hope it's going to happen. Usually when I'm saying loud, it never happens. So I'm not going to say anything. What is my plan? What's in my plan to change? I will see what's going to happen. Definitely first, it's job. I have enough. I mean, I hope those old people learn from me a lot, and they look like they did. They always cry in tears how much things they learn, how much things I bring with my history from Poland. And I try to show them. I gave them so many things on my hands. And I think that's all what I could do. And I did. I hope this 2023 is going to be better than 2022. I mean, I feel like 2022 sucks to me. I don't know how about you guys, but I didn't like it whatsoever. I didn't really enjoy it. It was just struggle, struggle, struggle all the time. And I don't know. I just have hope. Hope, hope. That's all what I can say for this year. I hope it's gonna be better. We still don't have a Speaker of the House, so I don't know.
Right.
We will see. It's a battle, constant battle every day. Are we gonna wake up tomorrow morning? I don't know. I hope. So day by day, we will see. Let's hope for good. That's all.
That's all we can ask for.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So since Jeff is giving everyone the way to go, let's talk to
I said ladies first.
That's why you're gonna be last.
Oh, jeez.
Let's get James a little bit of the floor here. And
don't matter to me.
James, you know, we've met one of the rallies in Connecticut, you know, and he has been the one who my stuff, which I appreciate you. Can you tell us what 2022 was about for you, and how do you think you're going into 2023?
So actually, we met at 2 rallies to set the record straight. We had a huge one with a convoy, and then later there was a smaller flag rally in front of the state capitol.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, 22, I mean, I'm 20 years old. There's only so much that I can accomplish, but I'd say I accomplished a lot in 2022, starting with finishing community college and starting university in 2023.
Yay.
I also just kept, doing the same job for about hit my 1 year mark, and hit 2 years in July, actually. July. But I got to spend some quality time with family. I mean, we make a trip to Wildwood, New Jersey every year. This year, we also spent 2 weeks down in Florida back in May. Went to see the Universal Parks, saw Paul McCartney in concert. And
bet you enjoyed that.
Oh, 80 years old and
still has it.
I don't want to say anything else, otherwise
he can still sing.
He can still sing. Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think that 2022 was for you regarding the politics and the mandates? What do you think? How it unwind really?
2022 was the first time I really started standing up at these rallies, sort of. I mean, I had gone to, we had one in April 2021 where about 6,000 people stood outside our state capitol because the legislator was trying to remove our religious exemption. And for K through 12, unfortunately, that passed, and it's a battle we're still fighting. That was my first real rally, but this year I more started going to others just by myself. I mean, I didn't need anyone to tell me, hey, you should probably go to this. No, I was the one telling people, hey, you want to come with me? We need strength in numbers.
Yeah. So hey, do you know about tomorrow, 6 o'clock at Mark Twain's house?
Oh, I'm gonna be there.
You're gonna be there? Okay, awesome. I'm gonna be there too. I will be live streaming. Yeah. Cool.
No, McCartney, not McCarthy. Sorry, I'm looking at the chat.
Yeah, on the chat. Yeah, I can see that. Well, awesome. I am so glad that I've met you, and I am actually so happy to see that a person who is just so young understands what's going on, around them. You said you're 20 years old. I mean, that's young.
That I see Kimberly's got the emote there, the two clinking champagne glasses, and a few more months. April 2023, I will be turning 21.
April, yay.
Uh-oh.
You should invite all your Patriot family,
Yeah, there we go.
Make it one wild April Fool's party.
I'll be the designated driver.
Yes, Ed, thank you. All right, so now we're moving to Jeff. Jeff is a significant participant in 2022, not lives or anything else you can imagine, right? He has been since March supporting the freedom, I would say. So now we're going to listen what Jeff has to say about the 2022 and how Jeff wants to come into the 2023.
Oh, I've already started the 2023 from what I learned from 2022.
Which is?
Well, 2022, a lot of stuff to light that I feared was going on with our government, and actually seeing it happening on cameras and everything else for 2022 confirmed it. So I started coming up with ideas how to change it. And the big thing that hindered 2022 was what happened in 2020 and 2021 that put everybody on edge, cramped up at home, can't do anything. So when they finally got a chance to get out, they went wild. And to them being able to be free again, they started participating in things that help show the weaknesses in our government and the areas that need to be fixed. And the last 3 days, we've been seeing it live on the floor. 3 days, they haven't been able to pick the Speaker of the House. Tomorrow will be day number 4.
Right.
That's how divided our government is, and that's how divided our country is. And it's sad. We shouldn't be that divided in either aspect. So I've been starting to work on stuff on local levels, trying to bridge that divide to get people to come together. And I started with veterans, and now I'm working on other people. I have been involved heavily with helping veterans get off the street and get rid of that 22 and a half a day. Because I think one is too many, not 22 and a half, one. And I've gotten a lot of help from the VA hospitals and clinics and everything else around the valley to help me help the veterans cross that hurdle and get them off the streets.
Yeah.
And they're doing it for free.
Awesome.
That's a start.
What is that band on your hand? That blue one.
It says, pray. God is big enough.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, Jeff has been...
That follows along my saying that I go by that God is not dead.
Mm-hmm.
He lives in each and every one of us in one way or another.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah. So
And
as
that's
you
why
guys
we do
know,
the things we do.
Yeah.
as you guys know, Jeff has been since day one, Lily and the chats, helping out with a lot of stuff, going around. I don't know when exactly everyone has tuned in. I know Kimberly Sweet has been since the day one. She has been my moderator since day one. Ed has came around a little bit later after the convoy. He hasn't been really much, I don't think, in my chat. Well, I was in Hagerstown with People's Convoy. I also have some other people in my chat, which is AMC Kingdom, who has been a participant in the People's Convoy. And sometimes you may be a little surprised who my moderators are. I given the wrench to the people that I knew in person, so I knew 100% they have been the people that I know, because a couple times happened to me that someone copied my name and went around the chats and tried to spread like misinformation about me. So that's how I recognize some people that come in my chat. But like I said, I do appreciate everyone who comes on, and I do appreciate most of the people who are my moderators have supported me in different ways. And I'm not always saying it's a monetary way, which we are all know it's a question mark. But I do really appreciate you guys stick with me these multiple hours when I have been driving everywhere, right? I mean, the amount of driving that I did this year, anyone, I don't think you can find anyone else who have gone on
Truck
all
drivers, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
the truck
maybe
driver,
few.
but you're talking about just this like single girl that decided to take on the freedom journey, right? And she's like driving 16 hours to freaking Tennessee, and she's gonna have Jeff and Ed on the panel, make sure that she can get there, and they're
And your
gonna make sure
breakdowns.
that she's awake, you know.
Yeah,
Then
Jeff
when you
and Ed
decide
go
to break
without
down.
sleep so she can stay awake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember those nights. Holy
Yeah, so do
cow.
I. And then regret them the next day.
Uh,
I know you guys have really
Oh,
been.
once that sun comes up, I'm up anyway.
I mean, when you start out the day having a cup of coffee and I'm on your panel, and then at the end of the panel, I'm getting some coffee again and it's daylight again.
Yeah.
I mean,
It doesn't
holy
It's
matter.
like
moly.
24 hours, right? It felt like.
Oh,
Don't
man.
you guys
Oh,
miss
me and Ed were taking shifts on getting coffee.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't
He'd go
you
get
guys
his
miss
coffee while I kept her awake. When he got back, I'd go get mine while he kept her awake.
And of course, you were always looking for those dumpsters.
Of course.
The potty party was always there, okay?
I'm not going to toot a lot of horns, but of all the chats that I've been a mod in and all the channels I've been in, and I've been doing with the convoy, everything from day one, I can honestly say, out of all the chats, Agnes, when she picked her mods, was very careful on how she did it. And she got people in here who were honest and fair with other people. And that's what makes her channel what it is.
Yep.
I was not too careful, but yeah, thank you.
Yeah, but
It's the truth, Agnes.
your personality when when you were driving and you had the moderators on the chat, and then you know you'd bring people in, you didn't know who they were, there were times when you had to take all of us children and stand us in a corner for a while because we were misbehaving. I mean, it was your personality that kept it going.
Yeah.
You try to keep it positive, but for the most part, I think we've all come a long way in understanding who each other is. And like I was stating when you asked me about 2022, was that I got to meet a lot of people that at if we had just come across each other and we started talking, I may have never seen them again. But over time, you just get to understand that we can have differences. We really can.
Yeah.
And because Jeff and I, we don't agree on a lot of things, but we still, I mean, we're
We
sitting
agree to
here looking at each,
disagree.
yeah, we're doing fine, I mean,
Oh, we agree to disagree.
Man,
yeah,
you two love me way too much to fight and not to
Yeah.
Now, me and Ed are like siblings. We fight each other, but we
that's
know we
right.
got each other's back.
Yeah, it all turned out good in the end, So, I
Well,
got
Well,
I
to
don't
be
know
with
and
how
that's
friends.
the way you did your
I
mods,
there
Agnes.
is we saying, hey guys, there is we saying in Poland, I don't know how to translate. If somebody like each other, if somebody fights with each other, that's mean they have like such a good relationships. They kind of, strong relationships. They like each other. So you're fighting all the time. That's okay. That's mean you really love each other.
Yeah, I got two sisters and two brothers, so I
Yes,
understand.
yes.
at some point, guys, we have been really pushing a lot of these panels and a lot of hours. It was a lot. When you really look back, how much driving I did and how much of the 16-hour
And that poor Cadillac.
panels we had,
Yeah.
it was a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I understand because
You ran that poor Cadillac into the ground.
I did.
Literally
She
into the
killed it.
ground.
She killed it dead.
Oh, geez.
Listen, I was just happy that it didn't happen when I was driving with my
Right,
parents.
right.
At least it got you
I
home
went to
before it finally
Tennessee,
went.
Michigan, Wisconsin, Chicago, back into Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I drove this car with my parents to no end, and I always do. And the car decided to shit the.
I got a question for you. Did you ever pay that ticket?
I did.
Oh, yeah. You did? Okay.
Yes,
the
I
one
did.
that
It
she
was
wasn't.
$130, which was not a big deal,
No, that was cheap.
I went
Nah.
on mute for a couple seconds. I had told the guy because he's not he's not stupid. So he says that he sees in the back of my freaking truck, Polish Agnes on YouTube. He goes in the back, he looks at the freaking thing and he listens. What do we talk about? And he comes to me laughing
Oh.
already. His face is laughing. So I muted it and I said to him,
But the funny part, though,
"You
about
get
that
elect
whole
Biden?"
ordeal,
I said,
Agnes.
"You're not." I said, "If you're not, I'm your girl. So what you gonna do with it?" And he just looks at me. The best I can go 130. He goes, "Because you're on my camera." I said, "That's fine." So that was the end of the ticket. It was my first speeding ticket in my whole entire
Well, but
career.
you got to tell the whole story leading
Wow.
up to that ticket, though, Agnes.
So wait, you got one before I did?
Yeah.
Well,
But I'm 40 years old. Like I'm 20 years older than you,
she was driving to a rally, and we were all talking that night, and me and Ed both said, Agnes, you got a left foot, you're going to get in trouble. She says, no, I'm not. And right after she said, no, I'm not, the lights came on.
That time when I was on the panel, for some reason, that was the time when I got pissed off and I said I shouldn't be driving today.
Yeah, but when you said, I will not, as soon as you said not, the lights came on.
Yes.
I remember when that stream started, you said that
We
it
were
was going
all
to be
talking
something.
about that, and me and they were picking on you for being a lead foot.
Listen. The minute I got on the road, this was the day when I got pissed off. First of all, like the minute I got on the highway, this was the commotion that we had in the chat.
Yeah.
I kept on driving, and I said, "What the hell is wrong with this day? I shouldn't be driving today. It doesn't feel right. Something is gonna happen." And the minute I took
That
off
did happen.
the minute I took off my eyes from the road and I looked in the chat, this is when they fucking got me. I'm like,
damn.
Well, I knew it. I knew it was going to happen that day. I felt it the minute I sat behind the wheel.
We had talked about how many were out there.
And listen, it went wrong to the point that my car got fucked.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it got hot that waiting.
You know, there was a silver lining in that, because you ended up spending a lot of time with Kendra and her husband that night. And you also spent so it was Eric, you, Kendra, and her husband, and you guys had a good time that night.
And we got a tour of that trailer.
And if that didn't happen, that wouldn't have happened. Because you went over to Kendra's because you were broken down.
Question mark. Because Kendra and Jeff they have came to the rally and they were like willing to hang out.
Right.
And they came through because of the car, but I have a suspicion that next day we would probably hang out if
you would
have messed up.
But the car must have just got it done sooner.
Wonderful people that I feel like it would still come out no matter what.
Yeah,
and
probably.
I appreciate Kendra and Jeff so much.
And we got to know them too.
We did.
Because we were watching and
that stream while you were there actually was quite enjoyable because you were talking, Kendra was talking, Eric was talking, her husband was talking, and everybody was involved in the conversation. Nobody was left out.
Now, how can you not remember her husband's name, Jeff?
I'm trying to avoid that step. I know his name's Jeff. I was trying to avoid it. No, they're good people.
They are amazing people, and throughout this whole entire journey, 2022, I have made so many friends that I feel like will always stay with me.
I think we all have. I think we all have, either through the rallies, the convoys, or the chats.
Yeah.
We've all made good contacts. We've all made bad contacts. And we've seen people at their best and at their worst at the same time. And we've been able to filter through, and we stay in contact with the good ones, and the bad ones we just let slip away. Because we want that good contact versus the bad contact. And we did that all through.
Well, I know that I have stood my ground a lot this year with a lot of what we have been doing here. I have received, and it's no lie, I have received basically complaints about every single moderator.
I'm just calling it straight.
Oh my God. Let her talk.
It's so much different when he shows his face, isn't it?
It is. Much nice. I like it.
Well,
good looking good, man.
A lot of them were about me because of me calling people out on their bullshit.
Well, if we'd have seen your face. No, you're a good looking guy, man.
It's
You
so
are.
much
Okay.
different. We can't be mad at you now because you're
That's
very
right.
Yeah.
We can see your
giving it.
face and we can see that's the thing
It's
is
like
I can see
finally.
I see that. I can see the expression on your face, you know, and that makes all the difference in the world because you have that visual. You can
Yeah.
when people are just talking, you have a limited amount of cues as to what their intent is when they're saying things, and it's even worse in chat. If it's just written on a page, you don't know what if they're being sarcastic, if they're being mean,
Yeah.
if they're just joking or what. But when you can see people, there's so many
It's totally
verbal and
different.
nonverbal cues you can get, and that's cool. When
Oh, I
Melota
know.
came on, she was always showing her face, so we always knew that she was cool. So she was usually
Yeah.
driving back from work though, and when she got
Yeah,
home, then she
usually,
got
right?
off,
She was either driving
Yeah.
back from work or driving fast to get her husband.
or she's
Yeah.
in the kitchen cooking.
One of the two.
Yeah.
One of the two. Driving home from work or driving fast to get her husband.
And of course,
Oh,
But I
James,
well, he
like
see.
the amount of shit, like
Yeah,
huh?
big letters, like capital letters shit I got from everyone
really.
for hosting people on the panel. You have no idea what I
Are
went
you
through.
serious?
I might have
I'm
sent a
serious.
few.
Yes, you did.
I know.
When what did Polish Agnes said?
Well, I
Oh,
don't know if I should to be even surprised. I mean, that's
I
the thing,
mean,
guys.
I,
We
I,
we learn on a
Correct.
way.
That's
You
correct.
you know
I'm
who's real,
tough.
who's not.
Yep.
I'm tough. I
Wow.
I am a super emotional person, but on the other side, I'm also a tough person.
Yeah.
Well,
And
you're
whenever
logical.
I decide something, and whenever I say freedom is for all, it's going to be for all or none. And
Yeah.
your influence about this person cannot be on your panel, and this person, and this person went to that channel, and this person is BTM, and this person is Dosho, and this person, and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do I care? Did you see this? This is Agnes channel, and, and Polish Agnes doesn't care, and everyone has the ability to speak. If you want to come on this panel and speak, I always welcome you, and it will always going to be like that because it's freedom for all or none. And I have received a lot, like with this pedal thing. That was a whole another thing that has like haunted my name.
Oh
We
my
all know
God.
two was about the pedophiles. I don't know more that if you know or not, but I know Ed knows, Jeff knows. I don't know. I'm not sure Jeff if James follows or not, but damn. I mean, it has been a lot of issues in 2022 that we all have kind of, put out there.
You'd be surprised what
And
information I got from 2022 dealing with all this shit.
Yeah, I agree with that. There were a few individuals that literally tried to take down channels one at a time,
Really?
movements one at
Oh
a
yeah.
time, and they succeeded for the most part. I could
On quite a
list them,
few of
but
them,
you
yeah.
guys know who they are,
Oh yeah.
and who's left standing?
Yeah,
There you go. Who's
exactly.
left standing?
Well, and the
I'm
funny part is,
still here,
That's
baby.
right. That's right.
and the funny part is, Ed, when I finally got where I'm at now and got my channel up and going, they
Hmm.
tried coming out to my channel and they're like, "And now we ain't doing this. Have a good day." And they were gone faster than they came.
Yeah, that's you just got to ignore them, really. That's what
And
it comes down
somebody
to.
asked me how I knew they were going to do it. I said, because this isn't the first time I've seen them do it.
Right. And we know who they
I'm
are.
probably at the end of that list, but they've hit it a lot every channel before me, and I watched it happen
Yeah.
from channel to channel.
Like I
You
said,
know,
we know who they are, and if we don't mention them, that'll annoy the
Exactly.
hell out of them.
Well,
it's not
it kills
even
their
Yeah.
now.
channel.
I mean, listen, guys. I have the original list of trolls since people went away. That
Hell, they
list.
were trying to get my list at the top of it, or my name at the top of that list. They were pushing.
No, I don't have your name on top of that list. I have the list of original trolls that have tried to taken down the channels, and me being a woman, I'm targeted first because supposedly
they see you as an easy target.
Exactly, I'm
Uh-huh.
person that is emotional and easy and whatnot. I brought the banner to
They just forget about you being Polish.
That's the first thing.
Being Polish makes it not an easy target. That means you're
you want to
screwing
be
up
punched?
pretty much. That means you cross the line and you're about to get your butt
know
handed
how
to you.
upsetting it is? You know how upsetting it is that you bring a banner with all the streamers there. That every single person that have been streaming in Hagerstown was included in the banner.
Yeah, and then they tried degrading you for it. And that made no
Right.
sense.
And they like literally taped my name away, which I put my name last because I didn't want anyone to think that I'm just there for the views, for the channel, for this, for that, which I have been accused anyways, which I have actually found out from Eric that most of the people that he hang out with, thought that I'm just there to promote myself. Which I'm bringing that banner, and and that banner gets my name literally like taped. Polish Agnes is not existent, and I'm like, aren't they trying to bring you down, with just like this literally, because everyone else who's got feelings would be like, how come they put my name? They tape my name. I'm not doing this anymore, But what Polish Agnes does is like we take the tape off and then we put the banner like in a very like visible place. And I said, "You trying to fucking bring me down? Me, right? I already went through communism. You trying to bring me down?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's do it.
Try it. Mm-hmm.
So like they are able to do it, and the minute they hit the channel with the trolls were really, really bad. And Ed or Jeff were not even my moderators at the time. I only added you guys when I went to 1776, and the trolls were even worse. Even worse. They have not hit my channel as bad with the People's Convoy that when they did with the 1776. And for that particular reason, I already knew who Jeff was, and I'm just like, you're mine now. So that's it. We're done. You're not my child, baby. And I'm just going to admit it to you that I took you on purpose, because
I know, and you know by doing so that I told you I will always have your back.
You always have. I have never ever found you being against me or anything like that. So, I mean, yeah, we had some heated conversations on the panels, which is fine, absolutely. But I have never.
But I've never turned my back on you or talked bad about you in any stream.
I think those heated conversations that we had, I think we can probably even expand on those now without any animosity, because we know each other now.
Exactly.
I mean, at first we didn't know each other. We just had different opinions. And now that we know each other a little bit better, we can have disagreements and understand each other a lot better than we did before.
And see both sides of the story a lot easier and not have that animosity.
And I think a lot has happened in the last. When did we stop the panels? We stopped them in
Oh,
the
Last time you
gosh.
drove.
before the auction. Before you went down
It
to
was
Branson.
before the Branson. Branson was in November.
Yeah, it
And
was
before you went to Branson.
it was after you got back from your breakdown.
Yeah.
Tennessee, so that's September.
Yeah,
And
and
then
when
I
you had that,
10-4.
That was a long time.
well, when you rented that house, that Airbnb on the lake, I think was the last
Oh.
panel we
No, I
had.
think it was
No,
10-4.
it was not. Mm-mm.
I think it was 10-4 DC. That was the last time
That might
we
be.
did the panels.
Yeah,
I know it's been a while.
I think your
Yeah.
trip back from when your car was broke down was the last time that you had one.
Yeah,
of those
he's exactly. Yeah, that was the last time. Yeah.
Yeah, when the Cadillac finally kicked the bucket.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's September, guys.
That's when you
So-
started your cooking channel.
Yeah.
Right. Because I was a little tired with
Mm-hmm.
the panels, so I decided to do a little something different. And I think people do enjoy the cooking, but I miss talking a little bit. Just
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And
I
this-
Miss your
think,
friends. Did you miss your
Yeah,
friends?
I think we have had
We didn't miss
successful-
you.
I think we have had successful panel with Corn Pop, Grey Wolf, and Vern.
Oh
think,
yeah, I love this one. I love it. It
Yeah.
was really
that
good.
that was
It was
invited
very-
and formal. It was very
Mhm.
formal, invited.
Yeah.
The topic was a topic.
Mhm. It was
and-
very strong.
Yeah, it was more of a professional panel than it was.
Yeah.
This is just sort of
Totally.
a chit chat
Mhm.
live.
Chit chat.
Damn, I missed that one.
And it was go to Rumble if you want to check it out. My Rumble is fucking growing so freaking much. This panel
Good.
that I did got 4.8 thousand views.
Wow. See?
I was just like, who's the best? Don't shock this, yay!
Well,
Right.
it does make a difference when you title
Yeah.
it, because people do
Mhm.
searches, and when you put the Brunson thing up there, and you said the most important case, a lot of people see that. A lot of people, when they go to Rumble, if they're anything like me, anyways, is they're looking for information as to what's going on politically. Okay,
Mhm.
and because we've been locked down basically for 3 years now, closing in on 3 years. This March would be 3 years, and so people are still trying to get their life back, and they want to know what's going on. I think a lot of people in this country have woken up in the last 3 years. The 2022 was kind of a culmination of everything that happened before that, and that's when
Yeah.
we all kind of coalesced, and a lot of people started doing these streams. Some of them survived, some of them didn't, and here you are, still going. So I think 2023 is going to be interesting, and
Yep, definitely.
and your show, if it's taken off on Rumble, is going to be something that you definitely can use. Because YT is. We haven't touched on any subjects because we know better, and we're not going to. So this will be all right, I think. But you back everything up to Rumble, right? Or this play on Rumble right now?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes, it is. And I am planning on this epic. I did one just to see where, like, how can we do it, where we stand, and how people are going to like it. And it was a freaking success. It really was a success. And we only mainly did it on Rumble. Only me who put it on YouTube, but I have been rude on the last thread. hanging there on YouTube. So I am on 2 community strikes and 1 copyright strike. So I pushed the very last freaking minute. So I took this whole entire stream. I took it off. It is on Rumble. If you want to see anything going on, you go to Rumble and you can see Polish Agnes on Rumble. My Rumble has been really growing kind of tremendously. I have Google ads going on, and I have a little bit of a different crowd on Rumble. And most of these panels, if we were going to do them, if I will schedule them, they are going to be on Rumble. I cannot claim YouTube anymore because they hate me. Yeah. They literally hate me. They were ready to take me down. Even Ed has not received one time his notification about me going live for the cooking show. And everyone was thinking, where's Ed? Where's Ed? So now what I'm doing, most of my moderators, I just send them that I'm going live or whatever I'm doing. I'm just letting them know because they were trying to take Polish Agnes down, like a big time. So 2 community strike, and one time they took a whole entire cooking show down because I had the Christmas music going on, and the Russians didn't like
okay. So of course the Christmas is they don't like Christmas. Mm-hmm.
So they gave me the strike, and they took the whole entire video down from YouTube, which that has never happened ever to me. What they will do is they will demonetize the video and they will take some money out of my account, which I always have the money in my account in YouTube, and be like, okay, we're paying these people for copyright. That's how I was able to always get away with music. But this time around, Russia decided they don't want American music, American Christmas music. They took the whole video down. And I'm like, I can't do this with this freaking commie people. Like, I can't do it. I don't understand why I didn't get that earlier and started growing my Rumble before, and I'm just doing this now. But we're going to go to election very, very soon, and I need Rumble to be intact because I'm going to hit it hard. Like, now we're kind of, we had that. We get the house red, kind of whatever. But this whole entire year is going to unwind what we're going to be doing for the presidential for 2024. And you bet freaking Polish Agnes. I don't even care what is going to happen to me. Where am I going to go? Where am I going to be? I don't care. I will continue with this content, and I need people that are knowledgeable to spread and be productive. And I won't do it only on Rumble. Just forget the freaking YouTube altogether. I will file my freaking lawsuits later on for them silencing me and not letting me freaking stream the Trump's rally. I will do that later because I remember, listen, when you hurt me once, you're like done. You cannot hurt me twice. You can only do it once. They already did that, so I hold the grudge like really tight. So YouTube, you have silenced me already. I had 2 strikes before. I cleared it. I had 2 strikes later on. I had already 2 strikes for copyright. So that's like 6 strikes in 8 months. You fight these people who got freaking 6 strikes for what they were doing and for what they were passionate about. So I prepare my case. If we're gonna go red in 2024, there might be the case that's gonna go out from Polish Agnes.
You know what the funny part is, though, Agnes? I got hit with 1 strike on my channel for copyright in Russia.
Oh,
yeah. And I contacted YouTube over a song, and I said, why am I getting a strike on this song? Well, it's copyright. I says, no, if you pull my file, you'll find out I have an FCC license. So they told my father, like, oh, you do, don't you? I said, yes, which means I pay royalties on anything I play because I have an internet radio station, which means you cannot get me for a copyright strike. So take the strike away. So they took the strike away and said, well, no, you won't get penalized for this. You're right, I won't. Because you can't. I have a license that says I can play any music I want. Because it goes through my internet radio station.
Hey,
And it
James,
doesn't
what
say
kind
what
of
my
music do you
platform
play?
is.
Oh, you saw the bass, huh?
Yeah, I
we
saw that.
What
Yeah.
kind of bass is it?
It's a Fender acoustic 4-string.
Oh, very
You see
familiar
what
to ones
What
when my
model
dad
Fender?
was having.
you see
Very
my
nice.
Fender Strat right there?
The Strat.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a 4-string guy. I don't play 6-string guitars. I got back there my Ibanez.
Well, that strap behind him is a 4-stringer.
Well, maybe sometime I can come down in your grandmother's basement that you're in there, and
Grandmother's basement.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. We had a joke about that a long time ago. One of the things I put in the chat. There you go.
Day tripper. I was gonna say if they don't want us to play Christmas music, let's do some live here.
Yeah,
There
let's
you
go.
Oh, okay. I got to ask this question, Agnes. Tell me that you're running that name.
What?
What?
Look in chat. Are you running that name?
Am I what? Do I know the name?
Yeah, right below AMC. Is that you running it or is that somebody else?
That's me.
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Dumb question, but what is the difference between Polish Agnes and red lipstick shots?
There is no difference.
Polish Agnes is Polish Agnes. Red lipstick shots is Polish Agnes with red lipstick.
No, I mean
that's
you
your
asked.
backup channel.
Is there a
Backup channel?
channel?
Yep.
You asked
Just in
what the
case she gets
difference
taken
was. I
down.
told you what the difference is. One is Polish Agnes. One is Polish Agnes with red lipstick.
It's
That's
just
the difference.
What's this mean?
Because the red lipstick is the rally Polish. That the Polish Agnes is the cooking Polish, which stays at home and cooks and does her cook show.
Actually,
Speaking
I'm looking
of
at
cooking,
the videos here.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm looking at the videos here, and I think you've got it backwards.
Oh no, she's wearing red lipstick right now because she's on her panel. She's gonna look good.
As usual.
She's gonna look good.
Yeah. And Meloda's not cooking tonight in her kitchen.
I just don't want to make a noise. I already did. I already
There's
cooked.
one thing about Polish I can tell you right now. She's a single woman. She's looking for Mr. Right so she can have her freedom baby.
Yes.
So she's got to look right to find Mr. Right for that freedom baby.
Yep.
And he has to be rich.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the first thing.
No slouches.
We got this all taken care of for you, Agnes. You're
That's right.
set.
We'll set
They
you up.
got to go through us first.
We'll
They
set
got
you
to
up.
go through the mods first before they can take that final step. And if they don't pass the mods, they're not getting any farther.
Yeah, you got two American daddies here, so.
And me and Ed will sit on the front porch cleaning our guns thinking, you know what you understand what we're saying here, right? So they know we got the guns.
Yeah.
Got the
All right,
guns.
Okay, guys.
Have James give us a little tune.
Yeah, give us a
The
couple
tube?
minutes there, buddy.
Okay,
tube.
James, before you're gonna start, I'm gonna say, guys, good night, because I gotta run.
Okay.
I hope I
Melodic.
will see you soon. Let's talk. Let's
Happy
talk.
New Year, dear.
You too, guys.
Be safe out there, dear.
Yeah, I'm glad
You
you came
guys
on
too.
tonight.
Oh gosh, I'm so happy that I have a chance to see
We
you.
miss talking to you.
Yep.
Yeah, I really missed you talking to you too, guys. Yeah, definitely. I miss
We
talking.
became
Yeah.
a family.
Yes, definitely.
Yep.
Yeah. So I love you. I will see you soon, I hope. So, mwah.
Bye.
Ciao, guys. Bye. Good night.
Good night. I'm gonna get my amplifier. Be right back.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have some music going on here. Woo, woo, woo. Oh my God, I
Do I
gotta
need to
tell
pull out
you
my
guys,
Esteban?
Your what?
Florida was
My
freaking amazing.
Esteban?
Listen,
You've never seen my Esteban, have you, Ed?
No, I haven't.
Hang on a minute.
Shall we all
ooh,
get our instruments? Mine's right
yeah,
there.
I'm gonna get mine. I don't know what is it gonna be, but I can always figure something.
You play piano. You play keyboards.
I can play your nerves.
The what?
I can play your nerves.
How about a kazoo?
What's that?
A kazoo? You don't know what a kazoo is?
Or
It's
the
hard to
drums.
explain.
Oh.
Drums. There you go. You can beat on the table.
Woo! Shit! You're talking now.
I got my Ibanez.
Oh my God! Now hold on. Ed is gonna get his because he's got a guitar too. This is gonna be epic.
Look
This is gonna be epic.
It's signed.
Woo!
All right, now if we
Me?
try to play all at the same time, it'll be horrible because of sync.
All right, so I'm gonna give James the way to go, and then we're gonna proceed. So the rest of you
And the
guys,
inside of it, it is signed by Esteban himself.
hold on. I'm gonna mute you, and then let's go. Let's give James.
Can y'all hear me all right? Can y'all hear me all right? I can't. Oh,
We can hear you. We can hear you all right.
Thank you. Comment section helped.
Woo! That's awesome.
Hey, Chit, I got a beater.
Yeah, look at this, guys. already. My goodness. Look at Ed and look at Jeff. All right. So Ed looks like to me he's kind of there. So let's listen to Ed's now. Let's go.
Okay, now you have to tell me if you can hear me.
We can hear you all right.
Can you hear that?
Yes, we can.
Did you hear that?
That's it? Oh,
What?
come on. That's it? No.
I don't know any songs. Plus, I don't want to break your copyright.
It looks great. The guitar looks good. That's for sure.
Well, it didn't stop me. You know how strict Beatles copyrights are?
What's that?
Doesn't matter. Jeff, are you ready?
No, I got to tune it first because I had the strings loosened up for the move so I didn't damage the neck. I don't ever travel with the strings tight on it. I loosen them up. So I got to tune it up. Just got to find my tuner.
That was awesome. I love it. I wish I could play some kind of, instrument, but I can only play people's nerves. That's all I can do.
I think I got the instrument for you, Agnes.
You do?
I'd say so, but I'm being nice.
I'm willing to learn.
I'm being nice and not saying what's on my mind.
Yeah, I'm seeing some commotion here in the chat. If anyone wants to get on the panel, please click the link on the top of the chat. It will bring you through the microphone and the camera, and you can join us and you can talk to us. That would be awesome. I would appreciate if anyone who has never been here actually with us, if you join us, that would be awesome. Absolutely awesome. All right. Well, Jeff, we're waiting for you.
I gotta tune my guitar. Hang on a minute.
I'm heading on. This is awesome, guys. I have missed this. I've missed this so much. And as much as I hate driving, I'm like, I wanted to drive somewhere just to talk to you. I was planning on going to Ottawa Convoy, Freedom Convoy 2.0, but I don't think they actually are going to have the Ottawa Convoy 2.0. I think they moved it to Manitoba, but that shows like 1 day to drive, so that may be a little tough. Unless someone wants to hang out with Polish Agnes for 1 day while I'm driving. That would be a challenge, huh? We have never gone through such a challenge. We have gone through like 16 hours, but we have never gone through 24, actually.
I'm not going to stay up 24 hours. That isn't going to happen. No.
You're going to have to alternate with Jeff.
Yeah,
when Jeff goes to sleep, you stay on. Then you go to sleep, Jeff stays on.
We'll take shifts.
Yeah, take shifts.
James, that means you get a shift too. 3 8-hour shifts.
Yeah, 8 and 8, right? Everyone do 8. You got it, Jeff?
I told you I had to tune it up because I don't ever travel with it tuned. I untune it.
Let's do it.
Oh, come on. It's been a while. that bottom one's still too. That's that one right. Where's it at?
Let's go. It sounds good.
Hang on, man. I don't want to shut the damn app. I need a tuner. That's why. That's what I thought. Way out there. There we go. They're not tuned in right for some reason. It's been a while since I had it tuned. Okay, I know that one's tuned. That one's tuned. That one's tuned. No, that one's off.
Whoops. Jam's gone.
Okay, now it's somewhat tuned. Time for my fingernail to get whacked again. You'll see why in a minute. Ow! That's what my finger goes through hell with. There you go.
Yay!
I got my fingernail girl.
That was a nice one. I love
It's the
that.
song I'm working on. I ain't finished it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got the lyrics for it. I just got to get the music for it.
No, it sounded really good. I love that.
I got.
Who would have
I
known
got a
that
drum
Josh
thing on my
Dallas
phone. I got to
could
work
play
with to tie it all
guitar?
together.
Awesome. I love that. I love the
Well,
guitar.
I got a drum program on my phone where I'm doing the drums for the drums part of it while I'm playing the guitar, and I got to get the two of them working together.
Uh-huh.
I can show you part of that beat. I got that one recorded.
Yeah, I never could play rhythm.
That's awesome. I love the guitar. Any man that can play guitar is definitely sexy. That's what I'm gonna tell you. And those sounds are just like there and they're all.
Well, that was a nice beat. I probably should have played some lead along with that. That would have been pretty cool. It's always fun to play with other people.
Yeah.
What started this song out was basically just jamming with somebody.
Mm-hmm. I like to jam. That's more fun than trying to play.
Well, that's when you get the best music.
Well, yeah, you know, I usually play in the minor keys for the most part, the blues. I like heavy metal, but I'm not very good at all the tricks they do. Well, I can do the tricks.
Yeah.
Hear that in the background?
Can you give us a little bit more beat?
Me or Jeff?
Yeah.
This is what's in the background. I got matched the guitar to.
Oh no, I'd have to put on the metronome and that kind of stuff. If somebody else was playing and they had a beat down, I could play with them. I'm not very good by myself. I can play fast, but as far as a song with a beat, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, that's cool. I like your guitar is different. Yours like.
Oh yeah, it's an American Strat.
Yeah, it's not
Fender
just the regular. It's not the regular guitar.
No, it's electric.
Yes.
The amp is right there.
Yeah. No, I like that.
Yeah,
and I like the regular one and that one. Yeah.
I've never turned that amp up all the way up. I think I've had it to 5. It literally, if I turned it all the way up, it'd probably break windows. It's a professional amp. It's designed for the stage. So
take this.
I've got it just turned up just enough so you can hear it, because anything more than that is really, really loud. Really.
That's what I like about the S-Bond. I can go either acoustic or electric with it. It's real easy and it's nice.
Yeah, I used to have an Alvarez Cutaway. That was a real nice guitar.
Alvarez guitars are nice. They're well built.
Well, the Alvarez has a nice sound. Plus, you can put electric strings on it and do all kinds of fancy stuff with it.
Well, that's what I like about that S-Bond. And the amp I got, I can go from acoustic to electric and still have both sides playing simultaneously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And most acoustic electrics, you can't. It's one or the other. But with this one, I can do both at the same time. So I get the effect of both, which is what I like. Because I can have the acoustic effect for part of the beat as well as the electric effect for the same beat going at the same time. So it sounds like two guitars, but it's actually one.
So just to change the subject a little bit, guys, what do you think about WYSIWYG quitting streaming?
Who?
WYSIWYG quitting streaming.
He didn't quit. He's just taking a break.
Yeah. Well, he got tired of he thought that he could actually convince the people that were having these dramatic scenes to come around, and that didn't work out so well. So he finally just gave up on that, and decided to take a break, it started affecting the people that he knew in Hagerstown, and he didn't like
It's
that.
affected everybody.
So he finally
Mm.
stopped for a while. He didn't say he was going to quit. He said that he's going to take a break and maybe come back and do something different. Some of his best work was actually when he went out to different places and caught events, because he's really good with the camera.
Okay,
Very
because
good with the
he
camera.
knows what to look for that most people don't.
Yeah. Now I tell
Well,
you what. Go ahead.
I was upset to find that he is not going to be around
Yeah.
anymore.
He's going to be around. But what
Yeah.
he did is he went and got a regular job,
He did. Yep.
and he's taking a break. He's got a girlfriend now,
Yep.
and
Good for him, huh?
when he's ready, he will come back his way and do his streaming that he loves to do.
Right.
And when he does, he's going to knock it out of the ballpark.
Yeah. He's that's what he did.
'Cause he's got the eye for what most people don't
Well,
see.
he was a cameraman
Yeah,
in
for
Hollywood.
30 years.
Yep.
He is the one of the streamers, I gotta tell you guys, that I really got upset. I got upset that he decided not to be on anymore.
Well,
I was like, what do you mean this is not gonna be WYSIWYG? What do you mean? Like what the fuck? Like what do you mean?
you got to look at where he was coming from.
Yep.
He was with TPC day one.
Mm-hmm.
He was with 1776 day one. And he watched both of them fail in different ways. Then he watched 1776 implode amongst itself with the streamers. And that hit him hard.
Well, I think the thing that really got to him was
It was the drama.
Exactly. It was the drama. And he actually, I was on and I called in a few times. I was actually on the night he quit. And his thing is he tried to talk to these people as opposed to, just, going on there with the mods and getting rid of them. He tried to get along with them, and they were having none of that because that wasn't their thing. They wanted the drama. And all he did was allow them to use his platform to promote their drama. And they were really out to get him because, they had gotten a few other people and then they went after him.
They were going after everybody.
Yeah, they were. And the best thing you can do with those folks is just forget they even exist.
And their biggest push was, we create drama, we can get people to donate money for the drama we create. So let's keep creating drama and getting money donated.
Yeah, they're kind of weird like that.
And that's all it's ever been.
The last person that I wanted to see go was WYSIWYG. Honestly, I did look up to him a lot.
He hasn't left. He's just taking a break, and when he's ready to come back, he'll come back on his terms, not somebody else's.
Correct.
And that's the way it should be.
Yep.
It should be on his terms.
Yeah, he may not have live guests.
He'll get his following back.
I mean, you have to be. One thing I'm going to tell you guys: you have to be really careful who you're going to get camera time to.
Right.
But as well as I do, you were in his chat enough times. His followers are very loyal. When he comes back, they will be there.
Yeah, he had almost 18,000.
Yeah, and they were very loyal to him.
Yep, that's correct. Yes.
So when he comes back, they will be there waiting for him.
Wizzy was the guy that I watched first when I started watching TPC. I had heard about it starting in California. My sister was watching Sasnak, and she said, "You got to check this guy out." So I did, and when I was on Rumble, I noticed that Fry TV was on, and then I also noticed that Wizzy was on, and that was, I think he was in Texas at the time, and that's when I really started watching it for the most part. That was the first time, and and I kind of went to Wizzy for the information because he had the best content at that time. And that was, I bounced around between a few others, but he's the one I stuck with up until, I joined your channel. And then Wizzy was kind of just doing the 1776 at that time. And I really wasn't that interested in 1776. So
And see,
I just,
when I started following
Well,
Wizzy,
I will. Sorry to break it. I will definitely give it to Izzy that he has been absolutely dedicated to what he was doing. Absolutely. I don't think there has been any other person that was as dedicated as this guy was, and providing you with.
and
I
that's
mean,
why he was able to go into that meeting.
Just being there every single day, like just, because some of us streamers, we have not been able to be there this whole entire time. And he has. He drove California to Hagerstown, Hagerstown to California, California to Hagerstown again, West Virginia. I mean, damn, like this guy has just been
constantly
incredible,
working.
and
see, here's Agnes. Here's one thing a lot of people don't realize, because his experience doing what he's done for so long is the reason why he was the camera that went into the meeting in DC with Mike Brazzi, Mike Landis,
yes.
Ted Cruz.
And he has
his
received
camera was one. His camera was
he
one
has
that was
received
invited
a lot
in.
of heat. He has received a lot of heat for that, because he was the only one.
They
only let one in.
Of his experience. They
Well,
wanted.
they only let one in. They only let one in.
But I mean, listen, this was a controversy a little bit, and if it comes for me, if they would be like, "Hey, Polish Agnes, you want to go with us to this fucking meeting?" Polish Agnes would be like, "Me? Like, you don't got nobody better than freaking me?"
That's why they went to Wizzy and asked Wizzy, because they knew with Wizzy's experience from California in the movie industry, he would have been the best one to get the best shot during that interview, and he did. I don't think anybody would have been able to get the shots he got.
He did the best.
Or the shot of Kid arguing with that one politician about the fact that he is a young and upcoming voter, and he doesn't like how he's being treated. And Wizzy was right on top of it when it happened.
Yeah.
I mean, Wizzy didn't miss a single bit of that discussion. He got it all.
He also did a lot of the YouTube stuff when he was in California. When they had the Proud Boys and all that stuff going on, he was there.
He was there for the LA riots. He was there for the Portland riots with Antifa, BLM, and everything else. He even got attacked in LA. I mean, they beat the tar out of him.
Well, what I'm going to tell you guys, when I heard of him quitting and whatnot, I have, I didn't bring it to the camera. I have sent him a private email.
He'll be back.
Telling him that, I would love to join forces if that's possible ever. I think me and him could have a very successful political streams and whatnot. If he ever wants to join the forces, I don't know if he read the email or he didn't or whatever. But
he reads all of his emails. I can give him credit for that. He does read all of his emails.
I think what it is just that it's going to take a minute and it's going to take time to come back with what you really want to come back with. Because 22 is the 22 and 2023 is going to be about what 2023 is going to be about. And you have to be kind of really, really, really smart what are you going to do with your stream, and how you really going to proceed with a lot of things that are either going to bring you the success or are going to bring you down.
Well,
And
Ron has done a pretty good job. Did you catch any of his
lately,
live
yes,
live today of him showing the house floor with C-SPAN and
yes,
everything?
I
He had
not
good
today,
commentary.
not
Yeah,
today, but
today I was watching that all
You
day
should have seen
today.
mine. I had it going from the moment it started until it ended.
Yes, yeah, he did too. He did a really good job. So, Grey Wolf is doing a pretty good job with that.
We talked about who each candidate was, what their good sides were, what their bad sides were, why the votes are going the way they're going, and is it ever going to change? And we even took a poll, and 83% of people said they're not going to come to a conclusion anytime soon, but
No,
eventually
they're
they will
not.
get there.
They're solid with that 20 against, which means
Well,
McCarthy's not going to get in.
if you think about it, and like we were talking about on my channel today, the reason that's happening is when Nancy Pelosi stepped down from the Speaker of the House, McCarthy moved into that office, and he shut it
Yeah,
down.
he's a squatter.
Exactly. And those 20 people are basically saying, McCarthy, you screwed up, get out. And that's what it is.
Well,
That's why they're not giving him the votes.
yeah, see, McCarthy, he was heir apparent. He was part of the
He jumped
gang.
the gun.
Well, no, McCarthy is a leftist. He's part of the machine, and
You'd
there's
be surprised how many of them are
oh,
left
I
and right
know.
on both
Well, let's
sides.
put it this way: there's only 20 that are not part of the machine.
Actually, those 20 are. They're just on the opposite
20
side.
out of 435. So that means that 415 of the House of Representatives are part of the swamp.
They're all part of the swamp in their own way.
There's 20 of them that are not.
No,
They're
there's
with
20 of
us.
them telling McCartney, because what you did, we're not going to vote for you because you shouldn't have done it. That's all that is.
You realize that the people that are in that chamber are not even sworn in yet.
Oh, I'm aware of that.
They're not getting paid.
Our government
as
is
long
not
as this
getting
goes
paid.
on, nobody will get paid. And I hope this thing goes on until September.
Oh, that'd be nice. That'd teach them a lesson.
Because they can't vote on anything,
Nope.
and they can't ruin our lives anymore if they're
Nope.
not doing anything.
Well, that's what was brought up in my channel. Somebody said, well, look at it this way. As long as there's no Speaker of the House, they can't screw with our lives because they can't do anything.
There's nobody.
And it's like, no, they can't, because until they get a speaker, our government as we know it is dead in the water.
We don't have a Congress. We do not have a House of Representatives right now. We do not have
We
one
don't
right
have
now.
the Senate right now.
No, we got the Senate.
No, we don't. If you look at how it works, if there is no
The
Speaker of
Senate's
the
not
House,
sworn in?
no.
Oh, the Speaker of the House has to be sworn in before the Senate too?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
Yep.
That's cool. That means we have no Congress right now.
Exactly.
No.
Right
Good.
now,
Let's
our
keep it that
government
way.
is dead in the water
Good.
until they get a Speaker of the House.
Good.
And
Because
most people don't understand that.
the essential spending still occurs, but there's the government, the people in the government do not get paid.
No. Nobody in DC is getting paid right now. Not one person.
I love it. Let's
Because
keep it up.
until our government swears in the new class.
Congress. Yep.
Well, they call them class, but
Right.
it's the same thing.
It's 118th.
Until they swear them in, and the Senate gets sworn in as the 118th.
Well, the House is
class.
118th.
So is the Senate. They're on the same year.
Well, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Until the 118th on both sides gets sworn in for the 118th class.
Right.
We have no government and nobody's getting paid.
That's correct. Yeah.
And they cannot do that
allocate
until
the
they have a Speaker of the House.
All funding goes through the House.
Yep.
But now there is essential spending that continues.
Oh, for
Like
the offices and
Social
stuff
Security
around.
continues to go, and veterans benefits continue,
Yeah.
and that kind of stuff.
Well,
But
the
any
budget
additional spending, like if you work for the CDC, you don't get paid. Well,
No, we don't.
the CDC isn't part of the government, is it? The FDA is, though.
AMC, the Emergency Patriot Act is not enacted. It's shut down.
Good. Let's keep it all shut down.
And
The FBI doesn't get
until
paid.
no, basically, right before Christmas,
The Pentagon still gets
finalized.
paid because
They
that's essential.
finalized the 2023 budget. Biden signed off on it before New Year's.
Yeah, the omnibus.
Yeah, which covers all the
bill.
government offices that are classified essential,
Right.
which does not include the Senate, nor does it include the House of Representatives.
That's correct, but it does include the Pentagon.
It
And
doesn't include the Pentagon. It
and
includes
the
the VA,
DOD.
the Social Security, the
Right.
judicial system, the
Right.
legal system for law enforcement and everything else. That's
Well,
classified essential.
I don't know if everything in the administrative side does.
No, not all of it. Just the law side.
Oh, so you're saying the Department of Justice and the FBI is still getting paid?
Yes, because of the legal side, where they can still maintain
because
law
the
enforcement.
DOJ controls the FBI. Right.
Yeah. Where have you been, AMC? They've done that. They did that months ago. That was done months ago.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. It was a little small article on a website that
but
senators use.
The Brunson Act would get rid of a lot of the people that are trying to before they're not before they're some of them, a lot of them, all the Democrats pretty much were part of. Did they get any new freshman Democrats this time?
Yes, they did, and they're waiting to.
Now they would be sworn in, but the rest of them that if the Brunson Act or the case
Brunson case ain't going to hold water.
Well, it probably won't. I mean, that's just
and the reason I'm saying that is if they were to put in a temporary speaker, they could use the Brunson case to get people sworn in to get the government moving.
Well, no, the Brunson case doesn't have anything to do with that. The Brunson case is about getting rid of people
allows them the access to get it in there.
But they would not be able to hold office.
No.
Any office. So,
no.
And that how many are there? 366, I think, something like that. The House members. There's 388.
335 right now. There's 435 representatives.
Yeah, but there's 388 of them.
But there's 334 because one of them, right after he got elected, was killed in a car accident. And they have not done a special election
some
to
got
replace
voted
him.
out of office or retired, right? Of that,
well, that's the new ones that are coming in that replace them.
There's 388.
There's 438. There's 435 total.
Right,
but one died right after he got elected, and they haven't replaced him.
Yeah, that's not what I'm getting at. What I'm getting at is of the 388 that did not allow the process to go forward on January 6th of 2021, how many of those are still in Congress?
Right now, as it stands.
Is that the 334?
If they were to elect a Speaker of the House and everybody got sworn in, they would be at 434.
Well, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about of the 388 that did not allow.
They're still there.
All 388 of them?
Yep.
I thought some of them got voted out of office or retired.
No, the of the 388, Democrats went down to 212 Republicans went up to
No, that's not what I'm talking
No,
about.
hang on. Let me finish it.
All right.
Democrats went up to 322, 323. No, 222, 223.
Yeah, that's
And
what the Republicans.
of those extras, what the Democrats lost, the Republicans gained in order for
Correct.
them to get the control of the seat.
Right.
So they lost altogether 16 seats that have 16 people waiting to come in that have to be sworn in and can't. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. What I was talking about is
So of that
January
388,
6th.
well, but of
January
that
6th.
388, you subtract 16. So you're looking at
Right.
352.
Yeah. Well, no, not exactly,
362.
because there's a difference between the 435 and the 388. Those people are still safe.
But they still got to be sworn in for the new.
Well, yeah, everybody has
class.
to be sworn in, but
Exactly.
but
But of that 388, that was
how many
there
of
for day
those?
16, take away 16 of that number.
Well, that it wouldn't be 16 because we
Yes,
don't
those
know.
are there were 16 that got replaced.
I understand there's 16 new faces,
And,
but that
those
doesn't.
16 got replaced from
Yeah,
part
yeah.
of that group.
Listen to me. Listen to me for a second,
Then.
because the mathematics doesn't work up that way. Because of the 388, some of those, okay, the ones that some of the people from that 38, not the 388, but the 435 minus 388 are still going to be eligible, but some of them may have gotten voted out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What you look
So
at
I don't know what the exact number
of
is.
the 388 that were involved with J6 and everything else when all that happened.
When they did not allow the election to be certified.
Yeah, and then you come forward looking at how the election results for the midterm ended up. Of that 388, roughly 362 to 370 are still there. The rest of that group got replaced, and they're waiting to come in as rookies. And they can't get over there because they have nobody to swear them in.
Yeah, I can't do the math right off my head because I don't know exactly who all the people
It's roughly about 20, 22 people.
Actually, what I'd have to do is I'd have to look at the case and find out which names are on the case.
Yeah.
And then I would know.
You're looking
how
at
many
roughly 22 people that were replaced.
Well,
that
doesn't
22
matter.
They're waiting to get sworn in. Those 22 are
that doesn't really
coming
matter.
Up, trying to get sworn in, and they can't.
Yeah, basically what we got to do is take the 388 and find out which of those 388 are still there, because some of them aren't there anymore.
There's about 360 of them.
Okay, so let's say 360. They would be gone, and we're talking Republicans too.
They should be.
Well, I'm saying if the case goes through and they find that these people no longer can serve, then they would be gone, and then they would have to have a new election.
Roughly about 360, 362.
Yeah.
So if the case proves that they're unable to serve, they should be gone.
So that would leave us with
about 275. 270.
We would have 75 people in Congress. And that's it.
That would end up about 215, 220.
No, let
me explain why. The newer, the low-level senators would step over to the House of Representatives.
Well, you said, okay, let's use the number 360. Let's say there's 360 congressmen that are not sworn in that are there. If they are removed,
if all 360 are removed, that we have no Senate.
Then we have 75 that are still left. Those 75 then would be our Congress until we get the rest of them replaced. Right.
That would be our Senate.
No, not our Senate. I'm talking about the House.
Okay, that's two different aspects. The House has got 435.
Right. And you said there's only 360 of those
If
that are
360 of those were found not to be able to be served,
that
out
would
of
leave
that
75.
435,
That'd be 75.
75 people in as representatives.
Right.
And with
That's
that
it.
being the case, the rookie congressman over on the Senate side would transition down long enough to get them enough to be able to create a forum to do voting until they can get people in office that were elected by their constituents. Because you got to have it to where you can have a fair election and still have one
Okay.
person be
Let,
the
let me
deciding factor.
let me ask the pertinent point, and
Okay.
that is McCarthy one of those 360?
God, I hope so.
I think he is.
I believe he is.
So if let's say that for some silly reason they're still fighting over this speakership, and he's still trying to become speaker, and along comes a Supreme Court case, and they find that he no longer can serve, then he'll
He
have
can't
to move
serve.
his stuff out of Nancy Pelosi's office.
He should move it out anyway.
I know.
But here's the one thing that a lot of people don't know. The Speaker of the House does not have to be a politician.
That's correct. That's correct.
Anybody
But
can run for the Speaker of the House.
That's right. But McCarthy can't if he's part of the 366, and the case pushed him on the street because he's not allowed to serve in any capacity in any government anywhere in the
If
country.
he ends up in that 360, his political career is
He's done. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, they're all done.
And to be honest with you, in order to make the House of Representatives right, for the Senate to be right, I honestly think they should not put a representative up as House Speaker. They should find an impartial third party to do it. I really do. That's not for either side. A complete independent, opposite of everything.
Agnes, you would be much more awake if you were behind a steering wheel. That's what you need to do, is install a steering wheel at your table.
I'll send you a
and
steering
little
wheel you
pedal,
can put on your
a
table.
pedal that you can push on, and a little speedometer so you can see it go to 90.
How to break into the conversation and actually end the panel, because I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Oh, okay. You got to work. I don't.
See, if they were to pick a completely third party that's biased to both sides, a lot of stuff that's going on in DC would be able to get fixed.
So what do you think, Agnes? Where's your head at right now? I mean, I see it. It's right there on your shoulders, but
she's too busy smiling and looking pretty.
Yeah, I don't have any input.
Why not? You're a voter. You do have input.
You know what? When it comes to this one, I just really, my gut feeling is not steering me in any way at this point, which is kind of strange.
No, not really. If you look at the overall totality of what's going on, it's normal. Because you're thinking either direction this goes, how screwed am I? I mean, I've been thinking about it all day long. It's like, okay, if they pick Jeffries, we're screwed. If they pick McCarthy, we're screwed.
Yeah.
Is there anybody we're not screwed with?
Yeah, Donald Trump.
Oh, hell no, we're screwed with him too.
I knew he was going to say that. He didn't like Trump.
And I'm being honest. I'm being honest.
No, he'd straighten that place up in 100 days.
But that's just it, though. As the House Speaker, he doesn't have that kind of power.
As the House, yeah, he does, because he can
His
set the
powers
rules.
are still
He
limited.
can create the committees. He can get subpoena power, and he could actually subpoena a bunch of people.
His powers are limited.
Well, okay, so the Congress cannot indict anybody, but they can investigate and then refer people for indictment. Plus, they can impeach. So they can impeach their own
that
members.
goes over to the Senate, and then the Senate decides, well, if it's impeachable or not.
That's right, but they can impeach their own members.
They can. Well, one good thing McCartney did is he did fix it where if
McCartney or McCarthy?
McCarthy. I just call him McCartney. But he did fix it so whoever is on as the Speaker of the House, if people don't agree with what they're doing, they can be recalled off of it. He did put that back into motion where Nancy Pelosi took it away.
I missed that.
Well, Nancy Pelosi took away the ability to recall her off the seat if she was doing something people didn't like.
Yeah,
McCarthy put it back into effect.
Yeah, that was part of the
only thing he's done right so far.
Well, he didn't do that without coercement.
He had a lot of help.
Yeah, they told him that he couldn't even have a chance unless he did that.
Exactly.
That's the right to, what do they call that?
Right to remove.
Yeah, but that's not what it's called. But yeah,
no, it's called right to remove.
No, it's called something else. I had to
it
look
is
it
called
up.
the right to remove. But basically, it's like
the right to invoke.
And
that could be wrong
and remove
too.
is the same thing, but they were calling it the right to remove earlier today. The right to remove, and it should be that way. That shouldn't be removed.
Well, he wanted it to be 5. It took 5 people, but they now want it to be just 1.
It should only be 1.
But it has to come up for a vote. I mean, you can't just remove them just
that
because
one
you want
person
to.
can submit the paperwork, then it comes up for a vote, and they vote on it, which is the way it should be.
What I liked about the hearing today, or not the hearing, but the House in the chambers, is that they actually had a session. That's the way all bills and everything should proceed, is everybody should be there and everybody should vote on everything, and not just not a voice vote, but an actual count, so that we know what people are voting for and it's on record. Because under Nancy Pelosi, all they did was have a
proxy vote.
People weren't even there.
They'd have 2 votes.
They could have one person in there and just say aye, and it passes, and that was it.
Well, they were doing what they call a proxy vote.
Well, you don't even have to do a proxy vote.
Well, no, what they mean by a proxy vote is everybody who wanted to vote wrote down their vote on a piece of paper, and one person carried all their votes down for them, and that was their proxy vote.
Yeah, but you don't even have to do that.
It was good to see that room completely full.
Right, and having arguments. They're supposed to have arguments. That's what
they weren't having arguments. They were having adult debate.
It's supposed to be chaotic. That's the way it's supposed to be. They're supposed to argue. If they don't argue, then how are they going to come to any consensus? They have to argue.
They're supposed to have controlled chaos in that room, and today they had it.
Exactly.
The first time in how many years?
6.
12.
Could be 12, but I think it was 6.
12 years. 12 years.
Okay. Well, you getting tired, Agnes?
She needs to get some sleep. It's late for her.
That's what I'm thinking.
I was just kind of going to break it in and say that it's 1 a.m. Everyone needs some sleep. So is Polish Agnes. And tomorrow I'm planning on a little stream around 6:00 p.m. on Eastern. We will do protesting of January 6th.
I'll be doing a lot of streaming tomorrow because of what tomorrow's date is.
Jan 6.
Yep. There is protest and everything else scheduled in DC, and I'll be streaming a lot of it live through different channels of what's going on.
I have been debating to go to Washington, D.C. but something is going on here in my state, so I just decided to support my state with whatever they're doing for January 6th.
Well, C-SPAN will be doing the voting for the House Speaker.
That's going to go on for months.
And several other news channels are going to be around D.C. videotaping the protest and the other events going on for J6 for the 2-year anniversary.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be streaming all of them simultaneously.
I mean, restreaming, you mean?
Restreaming, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'll be showing all of them throughout the day.
So let's put Jeff's channel in the chat then, because apparently I forgot you're the streamer now.
I got quite a few people on my channel now.
Yeah, you do.
I'm up to 121.
Is it a Jeff? Is that what you're going under now?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. My subscription list has over 270 freaking subscriptions. So before I found it, this is going to be a minute. Just Jeff, right?
Yeah.
Huh? All right.
Here you go.
So it's, oh, you got it?
Right there.
Perfect. Yeah, so go check Jeff out tomorrow. I tuned in a couple times to you the last couple days, and I saw you have had the streaming of what they were doing for the Speaker of the House a couple times. So
I think people have the right to know.
Yeah, I agree. So if anyone wants to go check it out and see what Jeff is all about, there's a link in the chat. You may want to go and subscribe. And as you know, Jeff always has something to say about what's going on. So if you guys like that, definitely go check it out.
AMC.
And then you do the veterans chat as well. Is that the same chat or no?
No, that veterans channel is a different channel. That's strictly dealing with veterans.
So drop two of them. The
veterans channel is strictly about veterans.
For veterans. Okay, so only veteran can really subscribe there, right?
No. It's open for everybody, but it strictly deals with nothing but U.S. veterans.
Oh, okay.
That's all I talk about on that is stuff pertaining to helping veterans families, and people who support veterans on how they can help continue the support of veterans. And that's all I talk about on there. Nothing else. It's strictly pertained to around veterans and getting them help and organizations that are out there helping.
Yeah.
Well,
awesome.
Jeff, it was nice seeing your face finally. And good talking to you. And I'm going to check out now and let everything proceed as normal. See you later.
Yeah. Awesome. It was amazing to see you guys and hear you guys again.
Can I answer? I want to answer AMC's question real quick. AMC, it wasn't renewed. It was extended until September 2022. At the end of September, they did not extend it. They did not renew it. So at the end of September is when it stopped. Now, had they renewed it, it had gone for 3 years, but they didn't renew it. And they only extended it in March, from March to September. Right now, it's not active anywhere. Can they bring it back? Yes. Have they brought it back? No. Are they going to? Who knows? Who knows what Biden's going to do? That's his call. Who knows? Hopefully that answers your question.
All right, Jeffy, we're about to end it because
You have
Polish
a good
Agnes
night,
gotta
dear.
go to work tomorrow.
Well,
Okay,
you have a good
and
night.
also I will have the stream later on for January 6th. I'm planning on being live from 6 to 8. We'll see how it's going to turn out. And I've heard that the place where they're supposed to do the protest has got vandalized in Hartford. So I really don't know. But as of today, I know that I'm live streaming from 6 to 8 and we'll see what's going to happen. And we will dedicate that stream to January 6th. I thank you so much, guys, for being here. Thank you, my moderators. Again, you guys are freaking amazing. I love you so, 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 so much. And I have missed these panels a lot, honestly. Jeff has just left. I wanted to continue to raise awareness. I wanted to continue to be here with you, even though sometimes I feel like I'm being overwhelmed with kind of being live and the drama and everything else. But Polish Agnes never gives up. Polish Agnes is always going to be here. And I have done the cooking show here and there just to take the edge of the fighting and the edge of, being political so much. But we will definitely be back with these panels because I'm kind of addicted. I don't know if you are, but I am a little addicted to these kind of conversations that are I kind of keep you on your toes and kind of keep you on your they're cool. Freedom for all, none. So I wish we could have the People's Convoy 2.0. I wish I would just so go. Oh my God, I would just so go and meet these people again. If we could have meet in Hagerstown again, would have been such. If you fight for freedom, you fight for freedom all the time, right? Not just at one time. But who knows how 2023 is going to unwind? I'm just hoping that I will still be able to stream for you guys. I will still be able to deliver a little bit of freedom here and there and a little bit of cooking here and there. And just to let you know that we are having a Polish Agnes cooking bear coming out soon. So tomorrow, don't forget to check me out when I'm doing the J6ers. And then I will see you definitely on Monday for Polish Agnes cooking show. Take care, guys. Love you and Happy New Year.